Hello and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm taking you guys along as I do a couple of different fun crafts. If you've been following along, you know that I quit my corporate job in June and moved back in with my parents, so I have a lot of free time. And I want to take advantage of it by getting creative again. I feel like it's been so long since I have been. I've really lost my spark for it. But I have a couple of things that I want to do that I'm super excited about, so I figured I would just take you along with me. First things first is less of a craft, but still a little bit of a project that I want to work on, and that is gluing this puzzle that I completed a couple weeks ago and framing it so I could use it as decor. I just picked up this puzzle glue from Michael's, so I'm going to glue it down and then you have to wait a bit for it to dry, and I'm going to go to TJ Maxx later to try to find a frame that it'll fit into. I have one page left in this little watercolor coloring book, and I can't believe that I still haven't done it. So we're going to finally finish this together today. Okay, clearly a little bit of a failure. That is so embarrassing, but all the others in this look so good, so it's okay. We had to have one page that wasn't looking perfect, and I'm clearly rusty and have to get back into this, so we're done with that. It is now the next day, and I didn't have a chance to update you guys, but I glued the puzzle. It is all dry now. This is one side. It's actually double-sided, which you saw when I was gluing it. This is the back. This is not the side that I want to hang up, even though it is also very pretty. I want to hang this side, which I cannot wait. My sister and I did go to TJ Maxx yesterday, and I looked at their frames, but they didn't have one that was big enough for this. So I think I'm going to have to order one online. So I'm looking into those right now because I do think I want there to be a little bit of space around it, potentially some matting. So I'm just trying to figure out exactly what color, what style, what I want it all to look like. That'll look good with the actual painting itself. Anyway, until I get that frame, next order of business is I have a stack of all of these Elle magazines that have randomly been showing up to my parents' house under my dad's name, and he is not paying for them and does not know where they're coming from. But they've just all been sitting in my room collecting dust. And I have this 2-pack of canvases that I bought probably like 2 years ago and never did anything with. and I'm thinking I could do some kind of fun art project with both of these. I want to go through these and maybe pick out some images or some pages that I really like to potentially collage, and then decide if I want to do the collage on here, maybe some kind of vision board, or create an art piece of some kind on this. So I'm gonna go scour Pinterest and these magazines right now while I decide exactly what I want to do. But once I figure it out, I will show you guys. All right, I'm gonna pause here for the day. I flipped through like 5 or 6 magazines and there weren't a ton of images that were calling to me. I did pull out a couple of pages where there were different quotes or phrases or words that I liked. So I have those saved, and I'm gonna flip through the rest of the magazines probably tomorrow when I continue working on this. I did go through Pinterest and I'm not entirely sure still what I want to do with the 2 canvases. So I feel like I need to just sleep on it, and then I will decide tomorrow when I continue working on this. So I'll check back in once I get back to it. Hello, it is now the next day, and we are going to shift gears a little bit because I still don't know what I want to do with the 2 canvases, and I really just haven't been loving the pictures that I found in the magazines, so I don't want to collage with them yet. Like I said, I still have to go through a few of the other magazines. Maybe I'll find some other images, but I'm just like not feeling very called to that project or inspired by it right now. But I did finally order the frame for the puzzle, so that's going to be coming probably not until the end of the month, so it won't make it into this video, I don't think, unless if it somehow does, but most likely not. Anyway, I did decide to go through this little craft box that I have. I just kind of keep all my old craft supplies in there, and I remembered that I started drawing this little collage that I think I found this on Pinterest a few years ago and wanted to paint it just for fun, and I never finished it. I drew out the initial sketch, but it's not done at all. So I thought I would work on adding some more details to this and just finishing it up while I watch the soccer game right now and talk to you guys just about creating in general. I really want to get back into sketching in general. I used to draw a lot when I was younger. My cousin and I actually took art classes together, and I used to paint all the time. I used to draw, create fashion designs. I loved art ever since I was little. I feel like as I got older, my passion changed a little bit, and I really started to enjoy writing more, and that became my form of expression. And I still love to write, but I haven't been doing that as much either, and that's another form of creativity too that I do want to get back into. I also think that most of us are more creative than we realize. I think we don't give ourselves enough credit because we might not be immediately good at something, but all good art takes practice, and you're not going to know how to do something immediately no matter what the skill is. But it's important to remember that like you don't have to be good at something right away, and that's a lesson that I'm always trying to teach myself. I can get very easily frustrated when I'm not perfect at something right away. That's just how I've always been. That's how I grew up. I'm a perfectionist at heart. But that really limits your potential because, again, no one's good at everything right away. You have to put work into it. You have to practice. So while I am spending time at home right now, I'm trying to really rediscover the things that I used to love doing all the time and find more joy in them again. So it honestly feels pretty vulnerable to even be showing you these art pieces because again, they're not great. But I'm doing this for fun. That is the point of it, and that's all that matters. It's something that gets me off of my phone, which is honestly most important to me. I will say one good thing about social media has been that it's helped me be more creative too. I think even just posting on YouTube and making my TikTok videos has allowed me to be more creative. Even just planning out content, editing the videos, deciding what it is exactly that I want to post. I really do just want to make it a habit to create more than I consume. Bricking my phone has really been helping. It's been bricked for 19 hours and 22 minutes so far. I actually deleted most of my social media apps off of this phone, and I can't access them through Safari when my brick is on. And I have a separate work phone that I was able to keep from my corporate job. It's just connected to Wi-Fi. It doesn't actually have service on it, but this is my social media work phone, and it's how I edit my videos and post things on Instagram or TikTok. But creating this little buffer has also helped me to not scroll on my phone so much. As I'm also currently enjoying my unemployed summer, I also don't want to spend too much money on doing these crafts because I think it's really easy, also because of social media, to feel like you need to buy a lot of products in order to do any of these hobbies. I feel like the overconsumption for hobbies specifically is really, really rampant. But in reality, you don't need much to get started for most hobbies. Like this, for example, I have sets of watercolors, I have pencils. This is literally a mechanical pencil that I've had probably since high school. I already have the notebook, but I also have just plain paper that I can use. I have pens that I can use to sketch a little bit more. You don't need to go overboard, you don't need to go crazy. Some exciting news. My frame came for the puzzle and it looks so good. I love this piece so much, and I love that it has the added value of the labor, the time that I put into actually building the puzzle, and that it's from my friend Olivia, so every time I see it, it'll remind me of her. It's just so sweet. The frame came super fast. I didn't think I was gonna make it in time for this video because it wasn't supposed to arrive for another like week and a half, and it came in like a couple of days. I got it from Art to Frames, so if you're looking for some frames, you can put in the custom dimensions, and there's so many to choose from too, so highly recommend. I also did go through the remainder of the magazines and ripped out quite a few more pages, so I have a ton to work with now. This, however, is not a project I'm going to complete in this video because I leave for a trip tomorrow and I don't know when I'm going to get back into doing this, but I definitely will. As I was going through more of the pages, I got a couple of ideas for some of the collages that I want to make, so let me know if you want an update at some point once I actually do finish this. But for now, I'm very pleased with just having a week of really spending time creating, getting back into some art. I want to get back into sketching a little bit more eventually when I come back. I want to get more into painting. I want to buy another one of those watercolor coloring books because they're just so much fun. And overall, the goal of getting off my phone and creating more than I'm consuming was successful, so I feel very good about it, even if some of them were slight fails. I hope you enjoyed this video anyway, and I will see you guys real soon. Bye!